All right, good morning, and thank you for joining us for the Keystone Advisors Monday Morning Momentum. I'm Michael Lang. I'm the sales director here at Keystone, and I just want to run through a couple of updates on Keystone before we get started. Uh, First things first, be on the lookout for an important update from Keystone this Thursday. Um, I'm sure that it will be blasted all over our social media. So if you have not connected with us on social media, I encourage you to do that. Not only for this update, but all future updates, events, trainings, activities, things like that. Um, LinkedIn and our Facebook group. Uh, Also, make sure that you and any of your downline agents are utilizing the Producer Academy website to stay in the loop with all of our trainings, updates, and upcoming events. If you have not already, be sure to locate the email from Keystone with instructions for logging into our new commissions portal. Just a reminder on that commissions portal right now, it is currently active with ACA commissions, but there are new additions that are around the corner that include the ability to track your active contracts with Keystone, any pending contracts that you have, as well as give you the ability to make additional contract requests with Keystone. I went ahead and put my email address in the chat box. If you have any questions on any of those items, feel free to email me today and I will connect you with the appropriate member of our team, have them reach out to you today and get you squared away. All right. Without any further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce our guest speaker for today. Today we have Kemp Cole with Manhattan Life. For those of you who are not familiar, Manhattan Life has an excellent portfolio. Uh, it includes a wide variety of ancillary products that can help you offer a more well-rounded protection package for your client base. And I know many of you have been reaching out looking for things like a dental vision hearing plan, uh, cancer plans, and just the various plethora of ancillary products that are out there on the market. We're really excited about our partnership with Manhattan Life and the product offerings that they bring to the table. Today, we're just going to do a quick 20-minute highlight of two of their products, followed by a Q&A. However, I do encourage you to explore their entire portfolio to get a better understanding of all the options that they offer. And if you have any questions on how to access that portfolio, feel free to reach out to myself, or I'm certain that Kemp's going to share his information during this presentation. So Kemp, at this point, I'll go ahead and hand it over to you to take the wheel.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Michael. I definitely value the partnership with Keystone. You guys are strong all throughout the nation, and I've been proud to represent with you guys and got some really strong salespeople. So thanks for the opportunity to be here today. So we're going to cover the Dental Vision Hearing Select, and the Dental Vision Hearing Select has the word select on the end. There's 5 states that still have the dental vision hearing. And so, but we have it pretty well covered. And at the end of the presentation, I'll put a map up so you can see what states it's in, but it's pretty well covers the United States. So anyway, you'd be proud to have that. This is one of our top selling products. And I got ahead of myself. I don't know why. Manhattan Life, we've been around since 1850. Obviously, we started in Manhattan, New York, hence the Statue of Liberty there. But we've always specialized in individual life and health insurance. But they also have other products, and I'll briefly hit on them also. But let's start here with the dental vision hearing. It talks a little bit about why you need dental, vision, hearing, or dental in this case right now. Um, and I'll let you read those statistics and talk a little more about it. The dental is the base policy. When you get it, the vision and the hearing are optional. So you can add those on if you need it. You don't have to add it on, but they are difference makers. So, and as we go along, you'll see why. So here are the highlights here. Individuals 18 to 99. What that's telling me is a child only cannot get the policy. If one of the kids is 18 years old, then they could be your adult, but they have to have one adult on the policy. So you've got, it's guaranteed issue, guaranteed renewable for life. There's no waiting period on dental. That's a big selling point there. The orthodontia does have a 12-month waiting period on it, braces. And the big selling point there is it covers adults as well as kids on braces. So I don't think there's too many people, I don't know of any really that are doing that, but there might be. Sorry about that. So they, anyway, go on. You've got 1,000, 1,500, 3,000. We recently added a $5,000 benefit for an annual maximum benefit, and I haven't updated my slides yet, but just know there is a $5,000 option. You can get a zero deductible, which I like that a lot. It causes a lot less confusion with the policyholder knowing they've got coverage from day one, you know, on those dental benefits. And then the chart below there, the flexibility, we kind of talked about that, but the dental is the base plan. And then you can do dental vision or dental hearing, or you can do all three, dental vision and hearing. But to get the vision or the hearing, you have to have the dental. They have flipping books. I'm not going to click on that. But what that is if you go to the agent resource portal, when you get signed up, they have flipping books that you can use that are really up to date, really cool stuff that you can share with your clients. Let's dive right into the benefits here. The benefits are on the left, and then I'll just cover the waiting periods as we go along. On your preventive services in network, we pay 100% right off the bat. Day one, out of network, it's 80% of the usual customary reasonable charges. So that's like I'm in Oklahoma, there's a lot of rural areas here. I work in Kansas and Nebraska quite a bit, a lot of rural. That's a big selling point because it'll cover them wherever they go. And if they're in network, which it's the Carrington network, their dollars will stretch out farther, but they don't have to be in network. They can choose whatever doctor they want to go to. And basic services covers 65% the first year. That's like fillings. You get that 360-degree panoramic x-ray of your teeth. That would be a basic service. 65% first year, 80% after that. Major services, you know, that's like your crowns and your implants, pays 20% right off the bat and 50% after that. Other medically necessary services is just if you have something done that's not listed above, they're going to cover it just like a major service. 20% first year, 50% after that. The orthodontia, we talked about it for all ages. First year, there's not any coverage. It has to be in network for this benefit to kick in and pay. But starting with the second year, they'll pay 50% up to $1,500 per person to go in and have those braces put on. We're seeing a lot of 30, 40, 50-year-olds go back and get braces on their teeth or get the Invisalign. And so that is a large selling point to keep in mind. Talks about the vision services. Right below that, that's a rider. 60% first year, 70% second year, and 80% after that. There is no network for the vision or the hearing. Wherever they go, you just reimburse off of that. We'll cover it. So on the eyeglass frames, there's a 6-month waiting period on that. And after 6 months, you go and get eyeglasses. It'll pay on the frames and the lenses and everything else. Also covers contact lenses. On the hearing, this is an important point here. I think it's a big deal. We'll cover $750 per ear per year. So you've got $1,500 worth of coverage after 12 months, and it'll pay for a hearing exam, buy brand new hearing aids, to get it repaired. We had a lady the other day that turned in a claim. She accidentally washed her hearing aids. And so anyway, we paid to get those repaired, or if they have to get batteries or other supplies for hearing aids, they'll cover on that. And the example I want to use here is a personal example. Is I went and got some hearing aids back in November at Costco. I bought their best pair that they offered, Philips, and I paid $1,630 for all in everything for a brand new pair. And the reason I give that example, because if you talk to people that are thought about getting hearing aids or have them, they think it's going to cost $5,000, and that's what it used to cost prior to Sam's and Costco, Walgreens. They got into the game. CVS got into it. The prices have dropped dramatically, so that $1,500 is a good benefit. It's like $3 a month for a 70-year-old. So if they use it once in their lifetime, it really pays for itself. So, but again, it's optional. If they don't want it, you don't have to have it on there. Carrington, I mentioned earlier, is our network, and we are a part of their best discount network. And so I can share with Michael, we have a link that is just for Manhattan, that sends you, that has all the dentists on it. They'll take new dentists if they want to sign up with them, but the got over 100,000 dentists on it already. It's really strong in the South, Southwest, Southeast, Mid-South. It was, you go up Maine, Delaware, up that way, the network thins out a little bit. But like I said, you got coverage whether you're in network or out of network. So anyway, that's a little bit about them. I apologize. Allergies in Oklahoma, where I'm at, are just fierce right now. And who would think that in February? So anyway, crazy weather. So I'm pausing here a little bit. Instead of reading these to you, I'll let you read them. But it just kind of shows how the policy works, how it pays. And anyway, it does a really good job there. This is in the brochure also. And you guys, anybody that's an agent with Manhattan can get free brochures, supplies. You just got to write them and ask them for it. So, and Keystone has them, so they can get it. The only thing I would suggest is make sure you're dealing with whatever state that you're working in. Make sure that you look at that state to make sure you got the correct rates for it. They can differ a little bit state to state. Usually $1 is about all we're talking about, but still you want to make sure you're quoting the correct rates on there. You can do an e-application or you can do paper applications. So we'll take it either way. I like the e-applications. I think that's one of our sell points. Is it's in my opinion, the best, easiest e-application on the market today. It's kind of like an Amazon shopping cart. So it's really easy. And here we're talking about the DVH claim form. They try to make it as easy as you can to file it. Sorry again, somebody's trying to get hold of me. You could fax it in, you can snail mail it in, you can upload it on Manhattan's website. Or you could go to the Google store or Apple store, get the Manhattan app, register it, take a picture of your claim, and send it in. It's really, they try to make it as easy as possible. They want to pay claims. So um, anyway, that's a little bit about that. I don't know if I had mentioned on the e-app, the signature is the mother's maiden name. So you write the mother's maiden name. The client doesn't have to respond to anything. They don't have to click on anything. Mother's maiden name, and that's it. So I think that makes your life a lot easier right there. Another point to make is they will take a I-10 number in lieu of a social security number. So if they don't have a social security number, but they have a tax identification number, we'll take that. So that makes life easier. And then all their material is in Spanish and English. And then they do have Spanish speakers on their customer service line. If you're in that market space, that's a big selling point. So I've got a copy of the application here. This is the paper application. I've just highlighted a couple of things. Just be sure you put in what you're applying for, what benefits you want. Is this a new policy? Is it a reinstatement? Those are just some things on a paper application. Just double check yourself. On an e-application, it will not let you go forward until you have everything filled out. So that's another point for the e-app. Plus, they can read your writing on the e-app. So, but that's just a couple of bonus points. And then just you're signing everything. Make sure you get your correct agent number there. It's pretty easy. That's it. That's the dental vision hearing. And Michael, I don't know if you want to open it up for any questions or just answer those offline, or how you want to do that.
Sure. Does anybody have any specific questions? And if you don't feel like asking it right now in the group, you can certainly feel free to reach out to me directly.
Surely I couldn't have been that good.
I have a question about dental orthodontist. Did you say there is a max on that? Or is it that 5,000?
Good question. Thank you. There is a maximum, a lifetime maximum of $1,500 per person on the orthodontics. That makes sense?
Yeah, they usually have max. That's why I didn't know if I caught it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for the question. Yeah. So 1,500 lifetime on orthodontics per person.
And also, how strong is this network in the dental network in the Houston area?
It's extremely strong. The Carrington's based out of Dallas, Texas. So they started in Texas. So naturally, anywhere within a 5-state area of Texas, the network is really strong. And again, just to make the point, whether they're in network or out of network, they're going to have coverage. But yeah, in Texas, you've got really good coverage.
Hey, Kemp, I think I missed what is the average premium for this dental plan?
You're gonna, I wish I'd have had that slide in there. The dental is gonna be, if you want to bear with me, well, in fact, why don't we do this, Michael? Why don't you just share the brochure with everybody that's on this call? The brochure has the rates in it, but depending on what annual maximum you have, I'm going to say a 55-year-old is usually going to be around $38 for no deductible. But if Michael can get that brochure to you, or if you're an agent, you can go in and get it yourself. The rates are really competitive. This is like our #1 product as far as sales go.
I will email out the brochure to everyone on the call. No problem.
Thanks.
And then I guess another question would be, although I know this, Kemp, it's Monet. for those on the call that maybe this is new to them, can you kind of list out what other products you guys offer that are pretty strong?
Thank you. Thanks for that question. Is another big product that we've got is it's called the Affordable Choice, and it is an alternative to the ACA. In other words, the person doesn't want to pay $1,200 a month for a $7,000 deductible. They don't get any subsidies. They're just not going to pay it. You got that Affordable Choice is usually about 1/3 of the price of the ACA, and it's a good alternative that gets them covered. The other niche for that product is somebody in their 60s, their spouse maybe went on Medicare, and they're just going to go without because they don't want to pay that big premium and big deductible. And so they're just going to go without till they get on Medicare. That's another niche where that really fits. But we've got a lot of electricians, sheetrock guys, plumbers. They're making $200,000 a year and they don't get any subsidies. This is a great product for them. Some of the other products that we have that I see a lot of action on right now, the cancer, heart, and stroke, it's a lump sum policy that has a reoccurrence benefit on it. We're seeing a lot of that. And the Medicare supplement, we get the prices. We're not the cheapest, but we're usually in the top 5 on rates with it. And then the home health care, which provides for care in the home. It's simplified issue. It's got 2 knockout questions. The premium for a 70-year-old are usually about $500 a year, and it's got a prescription reimbursement on it. That's what really sells that product. And then we recently just came out with the Omniflex, and that's for people, it's for nursing home, assisted living, skilled nursing care, any kind of nursing facility. It's really designed for the person that wants a long-term care policy, but they can't get approved for it because the underwriting is so hard, or they can't afford it. So the prices are really good on it, and the simplified underwriting lets a lot of people in to get that coverage. So thanks for that question.
And Kemp, I feel like the last time I saw you in person, you said that you guys were soon to be rolling out a hospital indemnity plan that was going to be competitive against GTL. Any update on that?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Michael. And we're shooting for April for a release date on that product. And we took aim at GTL's hospital indemnity. And so it'll have better benefits and cheaper rates than what the GTL is today. And it's really designed for people 65 and over. And it'll be a hot one when we get to the market with it.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for that. Certainly, that'll be something that we'll share with our broker partners as soon as we get it. All right. Does anybody have any more questions for Kemp while we have him on? Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining. Kemp, always a pleasure. Thank you for coming on and sharing the information about the dental vision hearing. I will make sure to email out the brochure to everyone on the call, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their week.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. You guys have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.